so it's been a while since I've done a video from this angle. I'm actually having to hold my phone here because I've got a couch in front of this window now. So I'm sitting on my couch having to hold my phone. I've got a tripod, but I would have to balance it on the couch and I don't feel like playing around with it right now. So anyways, I figured I would jump on here and do a quick update for you guys. I've got a much needed Q&A I need to do, which I'm going to squeeze that in this video as well. So some of you actually left some questions on Instagram. You private messaged me, or you just commented on something, or even here on YouTube. So I'm going to answer your questions in this video, so stay tuned for that. And also, this is going to be an update because it has now been almost a year since I've been out of braces, but today I actually have a dentist appointment to go in for a cleaning and exam. So hopefully everything checks out okay. I mean, this is like cavity free or not. That's the big question for today. So hopefully I am. I was at my last dentist appointment, which was back in October after I had my braces removed in August. So that would be awesome if I've been cavity free all this time. I do have some dark grooves on, well, kind of hard to see on this camera. I'll include some pictures, but I got some dark grooves in some of my molars, and I don't know if those are like considered watch areas according to my dentist, or if it could just be stains because I do have deep grooves in my molars, which would explain why I've got, you know, cavities and fillings in those areas. But if they are not watch areas and if they're not cavities, the teeth that I do not have any restorations on, meaning amalgam or composite, which I only got one composite filling, which is on a premolar, but on my molars and especially my wisdoms, if I do not have any watch areas or cavities that I have to schedule to get filled, the teeth that don't have that, I'm going to see if I can't go on ahead and get sealants on them. I'm going to look into the cost of those as well because I don't know how much it costs as an adult to get sealants. I know on children at the age of like 12 and 13, insurance pretty much covers it because it helps give them like a 10-year span of getting no cavities. But once I think they reach like 18, 19 years old, because sealants only last up to 10 years. So I'm going to actually check into it for myself. Not a lot of people hear of adults getting sealants on their molars, but I don't see why you shouldn't if it is an option to you, because it helps prevent your teeth from getting cavities, especially if you have situations like me where you have deep grooves in your molars. That will just help give you like a 10-year gap, you know, of not developing hopefully anything in those teeth. You do have to keep an eye out though, because like I said, sealants do not last forever. They are not guaranteed, but they do help a lot versus like toothpaste and flossing and mouthwash and all that stuff. So I will update you guys again here real soon. It is 11:40 in the morning. My appointment is at 2 p.m. So as soon as I get out of my appointment, I will update you guys and let you all know what the prognosis is. Hopefully I'm cavity free and maybe I can get some sealants on these molars to prevent cavities, or at least give me like a longer span of not getting cavities, because I have to honestly say it feels great. I haven't had any fillings done or cavities in like 2-ish something years since I actually had well, I did have my wisdom tooth filled back there. That was actually a cavity when I went into ortho, and I didn't get it filled until, oh goodness, it was a few months after I was in ortho treatment. But I was able to get that tooth filled because it didn't have a bracket or anything going to it, so it didn't, you know, affect that. So I did go ahead and get that filled versus waiting until after I was out of braces. But as far as everything else goes, I've been great. I haven't had any issues with my teeth. They all feel fine. Heck yes. All right, guys. I am out of there. And guess what? Oops. Hang on. Sorry for the awkward view. As if you can't tell from my smile, I am cavity free. I am so excited. But I do have one watch area. There is a spot. I'm trying to find my sunglasses. I don't guess I really need them. There is a spot on my tooth. I'll take a picture and show you guys. It's a watch area, It's basically where, before I went into braces and when I was a poor flosser, I had a lot of bad cavities in between the teeth because I didn't floss. It's up here on the inside. When you don't floss, you get cavities in between the teeth. What has happened is it's like etched the enamel, and it's got like, it started to turn brown, but it's also got some white around it, which is like where the mineral breaks down of the tooth. And then it just kind of like, the tooth tries to arrest itself. If you get your flossing under control and you brush and you do all the things that you need to do, you can actually stop a cavity from getting bad and getting like into the tooth where it goes through the enamel. The only thing that this has done is etched the enamel, and it started to stain and kind of calcify. That's why it's got like a white view to it. I'll include a picture here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But it's just a watch area. They just said, you know, they'll keep an eye on it. It doesn't look like it's a cavity like right now, like where it's going to break through and get into the tooth, and then I have to get a whole new, you know, filling. As far as anything else goes, I am 100% cavity free. I have nothing. These areas in the grooves are just stains. I did ask about sealants on adult teeth. My hygienist was totally awesome. She said that she actually thinks it's not a bad idea to get it, but the dentist himself said it's really not necessary. He said he don't know, there's not enough studies to really dignify whether or not sealants on adult teeth are ideal or not, I guess I could say. He said, the dentist stated that it's been told that sealants don't sit as well with older adult teeth as it would a child's younger adult tooth. I guess as the tooth ages, I guess, you know, it can break down and things like that, and we're a little bit harder with eating and things like that. Basically, like I said earlier, we're a little more on top of things versus a kid. So sealants on adult teeth is kind of like a toss-up, like if you want it, get it, if you don't, you know. But he did state that I don't really need them. I'm actually in the parking lot at my dentist right now, which is back there behind me. But other than that, everything checked out good. It is now 2:59, so my appointment, I was in there for like an hour anyways, getting cleaned up. I'm not really sure. I had a polish. She did polish my teeth. They did a panoramic. Everything looked great. I think the next time I come back, I'll have the bite wing x-rays done. And yes, I can see where plaque was cleaned up because I got gaps. And I do have some gum recession. I obviously don't have periodontal disease, but I do have gum recession, which is where some of the roots get exposed and you get sensitivity. So I have to use sensitive toothpaste, which she did give me. I got a goodie bag. And then she gave me some floss threaders that are really good. She had a time using those things, getting in between my teeth, bless her heart. I'm used to it though, because I do it every day. But yeah, she said when she had the bonded retainer back in like the 80s, they ended up just bonding it to the canines. Like it wasn't even on these. But the reason why they do that now, or they did in my case, is to provide more stability. You know, that way if one comes unbonded, then at least you got the rest of the teeth it's sticking to, so it's less likely to shift and move as fast before you can get back into your dentist appointment, because the bottom lower teeth are the first and the quickest to move before any of your teeth. Other than that, she said for sensitivity, just use sensitive toothpaste, put it on areas, because I got like what they call porous areas, like up here, see that little hole right there? That should be underneath the gums, but it's not, because my gums have receded. I told her, I said, what is causing my gum recession? As you can see, she said I got very minimal gum recession, but she said a lot of that is due to brushing too hard. I'm like, I really took note into not brushing as hard, because I guess I'm just thinking in the back of my mind that when I come here that they're gonna say, you got periodontal disease, that's what your problem is, because I feel like I'm not brushing that hard. I don't know, maybe I am. I feel like if I don't brush good enough, I'm not getting my teeth clean. Anyways, one watch area, no cavities. It's a good day, even though it's cloudy. It's a good day. And I'll talk to you guys again here soon. Bye.